Greetings once again, my friends, and welcome back, and happy Tuesday, everybody. This isn't necessarily a Tale of Drakfu, it's more Battle for Azeroth coverage, as I decided as an added bonus, since I couldn't really do a lot of the beta coverage I wanted to do, due to baby and other things, that I was going to cover the War of the Thorns. This is basically an event that I think will be limited, leading up to the Burning of Teldrassil, which starts us up into Battle for Azeroth as we siege Lordaeron. Or at least the Alliance does. And we're actually going to take this on from both perspectives. Now, the event is locked. It's time-gated, so you can only go so far, and I believe it's going to go for the next 3 weeks. So we're going to try and give you guys parted coverage of each week's unlocking. So at that point, we're going to do the Alliance perspective of that, and then we're going to do the Horde perspective, both on my respective druids. We're not necessarily going to pull out Drakfu for this, but we're just going to do it on my respective druids, since because of the balancing and all that, I'm still familiar with Guardian Druid and can still play it fairly well. So here, without further ado, let's get started with the War of the Thorns Alliance perspective. And how very appropriate. We're going to be taking this on my Worgen Druid. And, well, if anybody was going to lead the charge against the Horde, it would be Genn Greymane. So here we go. And by the way, happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope everybody's had an awesome week so far. I know that I'm recording this on the podcast week, but since this is such a limited event, we'll just release these as we go along, especially considering that I'm going to be taking a very big break in the coming month when the baby is due. So here we go.
The region has fallen. A new threat rises. Disturbing messages are arriving from our operatives in Orgrimmar. Join me at Stormwind Keep to discuss the matter further.
Okay, so as the Legion's presence wanes from our world, a new threat has risen. It is with a heavy heart that I must ask you to put your life on the line for the Alliance once more. I have received a disturbing message from our operatives stationed in Orgrimmar. I await your arrival at Stormwind Keep to discuss matters further. So we need to report to King Anduin Wrynn, and I believe this is actually going to give us the Battle for Azeroth model for King Varian Wrynn, or not Varian, Anduin Wrynn. Oh, a short-lived... Oh, that was the one. A short-lived peace. So, we're just going to go ahead and use our portal here, since I'm established in the Dream Grove. I swear, I'm not even leaving either. I know Boralis is supposed to be the new capital city, and then Zuldazar for the Horde. I love the Order Halls too much. I might still just kind of keep my characters in the Order Halls. Really do like how they look. So here we go. I don't know why my druid was swimming. Oh, wait, I do, because Dalaran lags even to this day. So let's go ahead and head into Stormwind for the War of the Thorns. Like I said, it's the event leading up to the Burning of Teldrassil, which is kind of the sparking moment in Battle for Azeroth, as we've been told, that starts up those events. So we go into the Burning of Teldrassil, and then the starting event in Battle for Azeroth is going to be the Alliance sieging Lordaeron, aka the Undercity, to finally reclaim it. And this is actually really appropriate considering the most recent book, Before the Storm, which I intend on doing some kind of a vlog review on, because I have a lot of thoughts on it, and I like how a lot of that especially was done, especially since I listened to the audiobook version, which was actually read by the voice of Anduin Wrynn. And it's interesting to hear him take on like goblin voices and others. I actually recommend it wholeheartedly to people. Just do the audiobook version to, I believe his name is Josh Keaton. Listen to him do characters like Sylvanas. But I'll get into that in the review so that I don't spoil things here for you guys. Is this the new model? Yes, it looks like it.
For the Alliance.
Yes, it is. You have fought bravely in the name of the Alliance time and time again. For that, I owe you a great debt of gratitude. But even more must be asked, I fear. Oh, and it's actually... I like this. This is the Charlemagne from the Battle for Azeroth cinematic, where it's still Charlemagne, but it's a lot more ornate, and I have a feeling it's just because of Anduin. So the Horde Uprising. Given the potential of Azerite to change the face of warfare, it comes as no surprise that the war chief seeks to lay claim to it. Reports indicate that she is mobilizing an army to march on Silithus, the site of the Great Wound. Heroes of the Horde and Alliance fought side by side during the August campaign. To think that Sylvanas is ready to cast that unity aside. Speak with Matthias Shaw. I want you to oversee our presence in Silithus.
Never lose hope.
So this is
a moment, Your Majesty.
Noble as the
New
causes
information has come to light.
Oh, really? So this is actually also going into the whole artifact retirement quest line. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I still have some alts that can. But let me know in the comments if you guys want to see the artifact retirement quest line, and then I'll go through it on an alt. But Master Matthias Shaw has some additional information. The Horde uprising. Wait, our reports were wrong. Okay. A disturbance in Ashenvale. That damned Horde. Clever bastards, I'll give them that. They've diverted at the North Fork of the Barrens and are now marching on Ashenvale. The Calderai forces already set sail for Silithus. Must be halfway there by now. The only defenders still in the area are the Dynassian City Guard. They are en route to Astronar, but they won't last long against an army. Their commander goes by the name of Delarin Summermoon. Find her, Drak, and buy us time. We will get our fleet there as soon as we can. I really need to do that better now. I just need to do Drak. So we now need to be diverted from Silithus to Astronar in Ashenvale. That's still going to be just as easy. And yes, we have an interesting drink today. We're trying to get the baby to drink new things, and so I took one of them just because I needed a little bit of a sugar boost. Okay, so with that, let's actually... Does it say we have to take the portal to Astronar? Yes, it does. So... Where is the portal to Astronar? Oh, is it actually in the keep? Yay! Oh, I think I see what they did there. They're going to put it right here. That's going to be really helpful. Okay, so come into this area. And yeah, here we go. So this is the portal to Astronar. This is really helpful. Thank you, Blizzard. So meanwhile, in Kalimdor... So the difference between, the basic difference between the Alliance and the Horde point of view is the Alliance are on the defensive and the Horde are on the offensive. So you're going to be playing it that way. Oh, look, and Astronar is already on fire. I think the Horde is already here. So let's go ahead and meet with Delarin Summermoon.
The bodies. So many bodies.
Oh, no.
We tried to set a trap for the Horde. It failed. We could not stop them. Our outposts were taken by surprise. They fell one by one. The guards were poisoned.
Oh, no.
And the civilians, not even they were spared. I only hope that some managed to flee before.
I also
Forgive me,
noticed...
friend. Who did you say you were? Are you the one Malfurion spoke of?
This is very interesting.
There are more wisps than I can count. The loss of life.
Yeah, that's what I was going to notice.
Merciful Elune, please bless the fallen.
There are wisps going towards the north, and we have assassinated guards. That's not good. Okay.
I am glad you stand with us.
Are you the one Malfurion sent? Yes, I am. So the Light of Elune. My sisters lie slain on the soft earth of Ashenvale. We are trained to expect losses. Soldiers die in battle, but this was a despicable attack, even for the Horde. We have little time to grieve, but we are not savages like our enemy. Please, Drak, help me say a prayer to Elune in honor of the fallen. Their wisps deserve the light of her blessing.
My people will endure.
Oh, and then we also have the Knives of the Forsaken. Tread carefully. All is not as it seems. The butchers who did this still skulk within Astronar. If you find them, give them what they deserve, Drak. Okay, so take care of 8 Forsaken Assassins. And then also we need to bless the fallen soldiers, so let's get to that. So we have... Wow, a bunch of fallen soldiers. It's actually going to go ahead and gear up, because I'm not sure if the... Ah, there they are.
No survivors.
No survivors, huh? And now I do actually recommend that people do this, at least on on like the main character you're gonna level in Battle for Azeroth. Simply because doing the War of the Thorns grants you world quests in Darkshore, which I believe work on the faction to unlock Magar Orcs for the Horde and Dark Iron Dwarves for the Alliance. So make sure to do this.
No survivors.
Otherwise, you're gonna miss out. I think you're still gonna have access to this stuff, but this is a really great time to at least get that faction up and ready to go, since you have to be exalted for it. Okay, 2 more.
Do you hear the screams?
I hear a lot of things Forsaken, including your screams. Okay, I see you. Ah, screw you.
Is the only way.
Let's go ahead and kill these guys off. We're halfway to being done with the assassins. We just need one more corpse to bless. And there you go. So we have all of the soldiers honored. Now we just need to find 3 more Forsaken assassins.
No survivor for the dark.
Screw you. Just gonna grab you both. There we are. Oh, and speaking of, let's go ahead and grab your buddy. So that's gonna give me 7. Thankfully, Guardian Druid wasn't hurt too bad by the balancing. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this in.
There is much to be done.
So, the Light of Elune. Elune, bless you, Drak. All right. And Knives of the Forsaken. It is no less than those filthy creatures deserved. Indeed, a soft glow. The wisps, they sing with sorrow, but also with purpose. The forest stirs aglow with their light. That sound in the distance. Could it be our Shondo? Quickly, Drak, Malfurion beckons. Okay, so we need to meet...
Pay for this incursion.
We need to meet Malfurion in Ashenvale and maybe see where all these wisps are going. For those who don't know, wisps are actually... when you die as a Night Elf, you actually become a wisp. So that's basically just saying lots of fallen dead from this attack. The Horde completely took people by surprise. And now they must answer for that. Okay, so we need to go all the way north. It looks like we're going to the border of Ashenvale with Darkshore to meet up with Malfurion. So, almost there. Ruins of Ordil are on. Hello, Bethron. I did questing with you back early in the day when I made this character. Back in the Cataclysm. There we go. So right now we should be close to the border of Darkshore. So we can meet up with Shondo Stormrage. Although technically, I'm a Shondo because I'm an Arc Druid. I think that's what it means. It's been a while since I've seen that word. Okay, Malfurion. Oh, look at this. Orgrimmar grunts and Malfurion is fighting them off.
You will come no further, Banshee Queen.
Oh.
Soldiers, no! Do not rush them! Oh, fools! At least now we know how dangerous
You
the
may
wisps
pass
can
through
be.
the wall, hero. The wisps will not harm you.
That's inventive. So Malfurion is using the wisps to create a barrier that Sylvanas can't pass through, and Sylvanas is here with a bunch of grunts. Well, now she's solo.
Greetings, friend.
I'm glad you have come, Drak. I'm glad I came too. The Horde will come to regret the day they stepped into Darkshore. Mark my words, Drak. So, hidden amongst the leaves. When the Horde invaded, I did my best to thwart them, but it is unknown how many forces have made passage already. This wall will slow them down, but will not halt their attack entirely. Malfurion's ears perk. Do you hear that, hero? The Ancients call to us. We must protect them at all costs, Drak. They see what our eyes cannot see, and hear what our ears cannot perceive. I have druids in the Twilight Vale. Find them. Send them to the Grove of the Ancients. I will reinforce the wall. So, find 8 hidden druids of the cloth.
May the winds be
And then Mercy for the Mad. The ruin wrought by the Horde is driving the children of the forest mad. Chief among them are Blackwood Forbolgs. They have given into the madness and are a threat to everyone. If left to their madness, they could strike us from behind while our forces engage the Horde. It pains me to ask this, but please, when you are in the Twilight Vale, put these creatures out of their misery before they endanger anyone else.
May
Okay.
nature guide your path.
So, let's go ahead and take care of that. Okay, it's not where I thought it was.
Malfurion. Horde forces have gathered at the Zoramgar outpost.
Oh,
The Banshee Queen seeks to capture the World Tree. Dalaran, travel to our outposts. Gather every soldier you can find and bring them here.
And you, Shondo?
Sylvanas seeks to engage me, and I plan to give her what she wants. Word has been sent to our fleet. Elune willing, they will soon return.
As you command.
okay. So let's go ahead and head over. So the Twilight Vale is not what I thought it was. I thought that was going to be up here, and that's Shatter Spear Vale. So let's go ahead and take care of the Druids, as well as the Frenzied Blackwood Furballs. I have a feeling everything's been retuned for 110 up here. So I remain vigilant. You must defend the Grove of the Ancients. Okay, so let's just go ahead and grab a bunch of these guys. Oh, look at that. Look at those green owls. That's really cool. Sentry owls. Okay, so Birdie. Birdie? Birdie. Okay, so we're halfway there. I want to try and take care of the Blackwoods as well. Oh, screw you. Okay, there we go. And yes, they are retuned to 110. So we'll have to keep that in mind. We can't go lollygagging about and not be paying attention. Okay, so this is going to put us at 6 druids dispatched.
I need to target something.
Grab this guy on the way. Since we do actually need to get a lot more Blackwood Furbolgs than druids. Okay, so defend the Grove of the Ancients. Wow, druids are kind of naked. If you didn't know that already. Most of the time they're in animal form. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so now we have a bunch of frenzied Furbolgs to go and catch up on. Just gotta grab a bunch of these guys so that way we don't have to worry too much about this. Ah, oh, there we go. Okay, so they're all casters. This is not good. 4. Well, at least Moonfire's doing some damage to him. There we go. Oh, I got a priest out here.
I need a target.
A holy priest. I'm guessing trying to do this while holy. Probably not the best idea, but oh well. So I don't technically know how long this quest lasts each time around. I have been told it's pretty short, but I guess we'll see, because we're already like 20 minutes in, and we're in the second wave of quests. Okay, this is gonna put me up to 9. Yeah, the priest is kind of piggybacking on me. Can't say I blame him. Okay, so let's grab this last one.
It's too far away.
Okay, we have all of them, so let's go ahead and turn all of these into Delarin Summermoon. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. Oh, and big goblin shredders. Okay, so some people did make it past. So, hidden amongst leaves. Elune be praised! It is a tragedy that so many Furbolgs had to perish, but it was necessary. In their madness, they could attack our own people, leaving us fighting a battle on 2 fronts. Okay, Garden Grove. Curse these goblins and their infernal machines. They are using a shredder to desecrate our sacred grove. We need that monstrosity taken down.
Elune.
Agreed.
You take the shredder. I will drive the invaders from the grove.
We will do that. So, gotta take care of this monstrous shredder. Come on. I can take you on. Boom. I could technically take this on as balance, but a little bit... Guardian doesn't feel as broken as some of the other specs do, so I'm playing it safe. Let's go ahead and talk to Delarin. I'm pretty sure that's who we talked to. Yep. So...
There is much to be done.
Well done. These trees have so many stories to tell. I'm sure they do. Oh, what's that? Okay, so Onu has a new quest for us. So, enraged Furbolgs. The ancients of the forest are all connected to one another. We can sense a disturbance from within our roots. I can feel it now, Drak. The rumble of their footsteps in the distance, the thundering clamor of war. With every branch they break, they awaken the ancients. Soon my brethren will answer in kind, for nothing shall disrupt the balance of nature. A disturbance is near. Our kindred spirits cry for help. Seek it out and restore balance. Okay, so we need to head over to the Blackwood Den. Whoa, jeez. Okay. Blackwood Den should not be too far from here. There we are. Oh.
After you, champion. If you would like me to incapacitate, kill this one quickly. Careful, hero. Before they alert the others. After you, champion. Quietly.
Dang it.
If you would like me to incapacitate anyone, Just say so. Quite.
Okay. So let's get Delarin really quick, because she kind of
After you,
bounced off.
champion. If you would like me to incapacitate any of them, just say so. But quietly.
Of course. Okay, let's take your
Glad
quest.
you stand with us.
Elves in the Machine. The Horde have already set up camp here, but we can still strike back. Their war machines are terrible to behold, but they are still machines, and machines do not work well when you go in and hack up a bunch of their inner workings. If we can sabotage but a few of them, that could mean dozens of lives saved. Let us make the most of this opportunity. Okay, so we need to sabotage 5 Horde Demolishers, and we need to talk to this guy, I believe. Yep, we need to rescue him. So leave this place. Come with us to safety. We will not harm you.
The Furbolgs are normally a peaceful tribe. Being ousted from their home must have sent them into a frenzy.
Okay, so basically what we're trying to do is we're going to be super quiet about it so that we don't attract attention. And then we'll take care of these Demolishers as we go along. Okay. Sabotage this one. I just want to try this out. So incapacitate this target. And then we need to get back into stealth. And I guess up here.
Careful, hero.
Oh, jeez.
We must do this. Kill this one quickly before they alert the others.
Okay, so now we have the stealth field back. I'm just going to go ahead and tell her to incapacitate this grunt. There we go. So now we have 2. I'm not coming across any... Oh, there we go. There's a Furbolg to rescue. So let's sneak up a little bit further. Let's take care of him. Then we just can sneak past. Okay, so we need to rescue Gren Tumfer.
The Horde must have driven the Furbolgs from their home.
Okay, we almost got caught. I need to be a little bit more careful. Jeez. I have a feeling these goblin sappers, we don't want to come across them. Stun it. Okay. This is going to be Demolisher number 3. Then we really need to find... I mean, technically I could do this the non-quiet way, but I'm not worrying about it right now. We're already doing really well. Ah, crap. I'll bet those sappers can see me. Okay, so let's go around... all the way around and see if we can get this final Demolisher. And finally, we need to get that last... we need to get Elder Brownpaw. Oh, lots dead. Lots of Shredders. The goblins have been busy. Oh, cool. This is gonna help. So, come up this way. Can we do this? I wanted to take the I wanted to take the shortcut, but it's not letting me. Okay, let's see if we can just stealth past. Whee! There we go. And here is Elder Brownpaw, so we'll grab him too. There we go.
Horde. There are so many of them.
Okay, let's see if we can turn these in.
Kaldorite.
So, Elves of the Machine, we have done what we came here to do. Come, we must finish the mission. Okay, or we've done what we can here. Okay, so we're going to fly out and head back to the Grove of the Ancients to let them know that we at least got the elders of the Furbolgs out of the situation. Told them to go back to the Grove of the Ancients. Here we go. Okay, talking to Onu. Have the Furbolgs been returned to the wild? Yes, they have. The wake of something new. Onu bellows in pain. The disturbance has become more severe. I am sensing a powerful force in our midst. It is unlike anything I have felt before. It comes from the earth itself. You and Delarin Summermoon must seek it out, Drak. Go to the water's edge, to the place you call Najvel. Okay.
Right away.
So we need to head out to the coast, I'm guessing? Yeah. Najvel? Is that actually where... Because I think you come across an image of Ashara here. Yeah, that would make sense. I think Najvel is out there past the Master's Glaive. Here we go. So that's interesting. He's feeling pain because it's Azurite. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some Azurite. There we go.
There is much to be done.
The Horde have taken the Master's Glaive. We thought the glow from this place was Elun's light, but it appears to be the Azurite the Horde so desperately desire. So, Azurite denial. This substance, Azurite, is hurting Onu, and the Horde seem eager to collect it for themselves. We must not let that happen. Collect as much Azurite as you can find. Ensure the Horde do not retrieve it. Okay.
The Horde will pay
So
for
6
this
Azurite
incursion.
deposits, and then no Horde allowed. The Horde forces in this area are trying to collect as much Azurite as possible. No doubt they intend to weaponize it. Slay any Horde forces you can find. They must not be allowed to get their hands on this Azurite.
My people
So 10
will
soldiers.
endure.
Okay, so let's grab all the Azurite that we can find. And for those who are a little confused, Azurite is basically a substance that represents the essence of the world soul of Azeroth. But unfortunately, it also has amazing properties when either weaponized or used for healing. And as you find out in the novel Before the Storm, that's kind of become an issue. As now the Horde and the Alliance are vying for as much Azurite as they can get their hands on. Albeit for different reasons. Anduin's purpose is more for healing, but Sylvanas, ever the warrior, or at least ever the hunter, has decided to use it for more sinister means. For the development of weapons. And specifically, actually contracting the Bilgewater Cartel to farm up as much Azurite as they can get their hands on, but also making sure that all the development goes towards weapons. In fact, one of the things I don't necessarily think is too much of a spoiler from Before the Storm is the threat that she actually makes to Gallywix. Just because she makes her intentions clear, and she actually threatens that if the Bilgewater goblins can't do the job, well, she'll send in the trolls, the orcs, and the Tauren to do the job for them. And I even have a feeling she'd send in her Forsaken Alchemists to learn about Azurite and utilize it for poisons and a bunch of other nastier concoctions. Okay, so 6 out of 10. I'm gonna try and grab as many of these guys as I possibly can. There we go. Just grab as many grunts as we can get our hands on, so we can get this quest done quick. Oh, geez, we're being fired on. Oh, my goodness. Jeez! Stop with the shelling! I'm right here! There we go. And of course, if you actually didn't notice by now, also this week we got the first of the Warbringer series. So if people are familiar with the Lords of War series and the Harbinger series for Warlords of Draenor and Legion, Warbringers is the answer to that for Battle for Azeroth, and we just barely got the one for Jaina. I'm not going to speak about that too much because I actually want to do a vlog reviewing it. At least giving my thoughts on Warbringers Jaina, and give my thoughts on it. Yeah, I liked it. Spoiler alert, I liked it a lot. And I'm looking forward to next week, which is either going to be, I'm guessing it's either going to be Sylvanas or it's going to be Azshara. Kind of confirming what Blizzard has already told us. Azshara is going to be a part of this expansion.
I am glad you stand with us.
So let's see. Azurite Denial. Excellent work. This Azurite is a powerful substance indeed. We must not allow the Horde to get their hands on it. Indeed, we shouldn't. No Horde allowed. We will end the Horde's invasion here and now. Without this Azurite, they cannot win. Malfurion returns. Do you hear his voice? Malfurion seeks our aid. Keep your head high, Drak. The ancients stand with you this day.
Brothers and sisters, the Horde is pressing further into Darkshore. Rally at the Wild Bend River.
Agreed. Oh, wow, they are really far, and the Horde presence is very far in Darkshore right now. That is not good. Well, let's go ahead and meet up with Malfurion and see what other things we can help him out with. So I guess they made it past the Wisp barrier. It's entirely possible. I don't know if the Wisps will hold out that long. Ah, looks like here's our front line. Okay, where's Malfurion? There he is. We're back.
We must protect the wild.
We must push them back. Rock the world. We do not fight alone, Drak. This day the ancients will bear you then in their branches. Hold back nothing in your defense of our forests.
Nature stands
Agreed.
with you.
So take on a tree of life, and we're gonna go nuts. Hold tightly to my branches, druid. Ah! All right, so we have Crushing Leap, we have Hurl Boulder, and Nourishing Growth. Okay, so I'm guessing that's just gonna be a quick heal. Boom! Hurl some boulders at them. You will not! You shall not pass! Boom! Oh, and they're Dark Rangers. Okay, so yeah, this is Sylvanas' personal troops. Boom! Okay, we got pretty much 20. Boom! Well, we're pretty much over the halfway point. You can see we actually have a lot of people out here, so we need to pay a little bit of attention. There we go. 34. Toss some boulders. See if we can kill as many as possible. Boom! 46. All right, kill the rest. Are you kidding me? There we go, 50. So, get out of the Tree of Life. We don't need it. And let's turn this in with Malfurion.
How might nature
We must
serve?
hold them back. Long away. For every foe we slay, 2 more take their place. We are too few in number to stand toe-to-toe. We must fall back, Drak. Strategy can yet overcome numbers. We will regroup at Darnassus. I will send for Delarin.
May
Okay.
nature guide your path.
Oh, crap. Because I was... Okay, I actually need to take this again. Because I was in my flight form, it actually didn't work. So here we go. Let's just do this. Okay, so we'll take this. Oh, crap. It didn't work again. Oh. Okay, I guess we just gotta fly up to Darnassus. Well, that's not good. I don't want to fly all the way there. It says I will return you to safety, Drak. Hold on tight. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's the other one. Okay, so... Jeez, do we have a flight path nearby? Maybe I'll just use that. Grove of the Ancients. Would that still work? Tell you what, we're just going to do a quick magic cut while we fly over to Darnassus. All right, we have just arrived at Teldrassil, or specifically in Darnassus. And we're going to be meeting up with Delarin Summermoon.
I serve the Kaldorei.
These are troubling times, Drak. We must gather our strength. Yes. A looming threat. If we hope to push the Horde out of our lands, we must call upon all the strength of our people to have to offer. Go, seek out the druids, the priestesses, our sentinels, make the call to arms, and watch as the Kaldorei rise to action. Only together can we hope to end the stalemate at the Wildbend River. When you are finished, report to Malfurion Stormrage. He awaits our fleet in Rutherin village.
My people will endure.
So we need to recruit everybody, roughly. So first of all, we're going to start up with the druids, I think, for the Cenarian Enclave. Yep. So we're going to talk to Janthus Shadeleaf. I can hear the drums of war echoing through the forest. The druids of the Claw stand ready to protect this land from all who would destroy it. The Horde have halted their advance at the Wildbend River. We must push them back at once. So we've been rallied. Darkshore is under attack. We must move swiftly to protect our forest. Rally together our forest allies. The World Tree must be preserved. Okay, so our next one is going to be the Kaldorei forces. Let's go ahead and rally them. And that's going to be with Miara Sunsong.
Well, may I help?
Greetings. Do you seek instruction in the art of war? Captain, the Horde have reached the Wild Bend River. We cannot hold them for long.
Good luck, friend.
We must take action. Sentinels, forward face! Huntresses, you are to reinforce the southern border of Darkshore. Bring the glaive throwers. Sentinels, create a battle line at the Wild Bend River. Rouse our allies at the Grove of the Ancients. Hippogriff archers, come with me. We will regroup in Lordanelle and remain vigilant as a mobile response unit. That leaves you, hero. Report back to Captain Summermoon and reinforce that border. Okay. And then finally, we need to go to the Temple of the Moon so that we can get the Priestesses of the Moon. Are we going to get Tyrande, I wonder? Or is she already out in Silithus with our forces? Yeah, Astery... let's see, Astral Starseeker. So, no, she is not here.
Elune be with you.
Elune be with you, Druid. Priestesses, we require your aid to hold the Horde at Wild Bend River.
May the stars guide you.
Darkshore is under attack. Send word to the High Priestess at once. Sisters, come with me. We must protect our lands from the Horde. Indeed. Okay, so now that we have all of the Kaldorei ready to go, let's go ahead and report to Malfurion and Rutherin Village, which all you have to do is just go through this teleportation, and then we can meet up with Malfurion. Oh, that's a lot of boats. All right, we're getting ready to protect Darkshore.
Greetings, friend.
No matter the odds, we must stay strong.
May the winds... Our fleet has returned from Silithus. Elune be praised. Their might is sorely needed. King Anduin will send his soldiers to aid us. We must hold our ground until they arrive. Your deeds will not be forgotten by the Kaldorei, hero. The aid you lend in these dark times could make all the difference.
May our will be stronger than their machines of war.
A war is not won or lost in a single battle. Our day will come.
Okay, and I actually think that's it for this week. So when we come back next week, the second part will unlock, which I believe is actually where the Horde get all the way to Lordanelle. So we'll be taking that on, obviously, next week. But stay tuned this week, as we're also going to be taking this on from the Horde point of view, as we are going to invade Astronar and serve our most gracious war chief and Dark Lady. We'll see you guys then.